everybody, welcome back. I hope you're doing really well. It is the first day of spring, the sun is shining, let's get ready. I have a top on as well. I always look naked in my videos, but I'm not. This absolutely humongous spot has come up this morning, so we're all just gonna have to ignore that. It's really bothering me, I can really feel it. We're gonna do a very glowy, fresh skin, got some beautiful new base products to use, and I'm gonna do a nice warm smoky eye. I've been really going back to like my old school smoky eye at the moment. This used to be pretty much my like everyday makeup look. I've kind of fallen back in love with it, so I thought I would film it for you today. Zoom you in a little bit and get started. My skin. I take the L'Oreal Paris Glotion in the shade 903 Medium Glow. I've seen people saying you can't get this in the UK yet, which I'm not sure if that's true. If that is true, that's really annoying because it's really good and I hope they bring it out soon. I've been using this as like a base under makeup. I also wore it a lot while I was away and I didn't want to wear foundation. And it just gives your skin the most beautiful glow. It's got a little bit of colour to it. I think there's like 4 shades. It makes you look like you've been in the sun. Which if you live in the UK, I know you haven't. I took my long nails off and it feels so good. I love like really getting in there, doing my makeup. I want the base to be very glowy today, so this is the perfect starting place. Next up, I've got a brand new product from Dior, the Forever Glow Star Filter in the shade 3. Almost like a glow foundation hybrid. Similar to Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter, that kind of your skin but better sort of product. Not a massive amount of coverage in it, but enough to do something, you know. So I'm just gonna start buffing that in. I love a product like this, especially when my skin isn't being too problematic, minus her. Just gives me that little bit of coverage, super glowy. I also think this would be really nice to mix with a fuller coverage foundation to sheer it out a little bit. I just think it's gorgeous. I've been using the Way Scalp Serum because I don't know if I'm going insane, but I started feeling like my hair was like not falling out, but like just looked thinner. And I'm starting to get these little like new bits growing through. That shit definitely works. Just one layer of that product. I'm just like beyond obsessed with that. That is everything. The glow is crazy. You can see like, so coverage is very sheer. You can still see like my skin through it, but I really like that. NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. I'm gonna brighten up underneath my eyes and just add a little extra coverage. Let's just add more coverage where I need it rather than doing like an all over coverage. Day to day, I like to just do like a sheer product and then add my coverage if and where I feel like I need it. Just gonna start buffing that concealer in. This is a Kylie Cosmetics concealer brush and I love the shape of it. It's like perfect for getting right in there. So you love this concealer. It's one of the best formulas ever. Okay, concealer is all blended in, so we're starting to get some nice coverage going. Set underneath my eyes with the Huda Beauty Easy Bake. This is the shade Peach Pie. I actually bought this in Sephora when I was in Dubai. One thing I just simply cannot do is go in Sephora without buying something. I was always worried that was going to ruin the Sephora experience for me once we got one in the UK, but it really hasn't. I still get so excited seeing a Sephora anywhere I am, and the ones in Dubai were massive. I don't have that much stuff from Huda anymore. I absolutely love is it the Faux Filter foundation. I absolutely love that. I need to get some more stuff from them. I'm absolutely loving this powder. It's so nice. It's really soft and lightweight, but you can also do a more intense bake with it. Hey, I need to readjust. I'm going to warm up my skin now with the Bobbi Brown bronzer. This is the shade Golden Tan. And I've been loving this big Patrick Tar brush. It's like a dual-sided one. I like using the big fluffy side and just really getting that bronzer all over. Love the tone of this bronzer. It's really golden, really warm. Gives you that sun-kissed look around my forehead as well. Nice bronzy skin. I've got this big gold necklace on today and I just feel like gold and bronzy just does something. And taking the angled side, I'm just gonna lightly contour my nose with that. To blush, I've got another product from Bobbi Brown. This is the shade Tawny Matte. This and Patrick Tar She's Flushed are my 2 blushes that have been complimented the most. I had this on yesterday. I had my hair done. Frankie was like, what is that blush? It's amazing. It's really good. When I first saw it, I thought it was gonna be a little bit too deep and like berry toned for me, but I'm actually really into it. I was also worried it would be a little bit too wintry going into like spring. We want that bronzy skin, but it's actually looking really nice with like bronzy, warm skin. Quite a similar tone actually to Patrick Tar She's Flushed, which is one of my favourite blushes ever. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. It's matte. I feel like it looks like it's got a shimmer to it, but that is literally just that Dior thing coming through even after we've set. It is so glowy. And then I'm going to run that across my nose. I'm going to take a bit of the Forever Glow Maximizer from Dior. This came out with the launch of this, so these two together, insane. This is the shade Rosy, so it's like a nice blushy highlight. I actually nearly bought this when I was in Dubai. I saw it in Sephora and I was like, oh my god, that is insane. And it is stunning. I've been loving like layering it over the top of blush. That like insane glow. I first tried it, I used it on its own and it was so gorgeous. But layered over blush, it's just like really something special. Okay, I think skin is all done. I'm loving that super radiant glowy base. Said we're going smoky today, so I'll start with the Vive Eye Wand in the shade Espresso. Eye wands from Vive are just insane. I love all their products, but something about these. So I'm just going to start really roughly drawing that all over the lid. You don't have to be neat with this. And then when you're somewhere about here, take any sort of small, dense, slightly fluffy but not too fluffy brush and just start buffing those edges. Sit the brush right in the crease and then just follow the same back and forth. These blend like an absolute dream. And then I'm just going to slightly wing out the edge with whatever's left on the brush. And the most important thing with blending, which I think people overlook, is just pressure. You can use the best brushes in the world, but if you're using too much pressure, it's just not going to blend. You just want to be really, really light with it. The further up you get, the less pressure. That's basically the simplest way to explain it. How easy was that? That literally took me like 30 seconds. I know a smoky eye feels really scary, but it's honestly one of the quickest, easiest makeup looks. You get a really good product like this, stick to one colour and blend it out. It will be one of the quickest makeup looks you have ever done. Both sides are blended out. You could 100% leave it at this point. If I'm in a rush, I would leave it at this. But I want to do a little extra drama today, so I'm going to take the Kylie Cosmetics palette. Please ignore that. I ask you to find it in your heart to ignore that. I absolutely love this palette. It's such a good neutral. I take this warm brown here. You can tell I've been loving this. This big flat brush. This is from Make Beauty. This is the all over shadow brush. Big, perfect for getting all over the lid. Over the top of that, it just really intensifies that colour. The difference is just taking it up slightly. It's made it a little bit more intense. Just smudge the lower lash line using that same colour and a slightly smaller brush. This is a Spectrum Katie Jane Hughes 15. I need to buy another set of these brushes. I absolutely love them. And with this, you can kind of smoke it as much or little as you want. Surprisingly, I feel like being pretty smoky, so just kind of getting it on, not too worried about blending it at the moment, just getting that colour on. I'm going to go with this shade here. This is called Nude. Warm but not too warm brown. And just buff really lightly along that lower lash line. And where I have like bluey green eyes, as soon as I bring that warmth back in, it really makes my eyes pop. So I'm just lightly blending around that edge, which is crazy because I used to do this with black pretty much every day. Last step, I'm just going to tight line. I'm going to use the About Face liner in the shade Into the Void. This is a black liner. You could definitely do it with a brown if you want to keep it a bit softer. I just feel like black is just that real... Ooh. I'm just doing top and bottom lash line. I'm actually not going to draw a wing or anything. I'm literally just keeping it in the tight line. Just so you don't get this skin gap here. You can see the difference. That already looks so much sharper. The smallest step, it makes the biggest difference. There we go, simple little smoky eye. Mascara on now. I actually used this new one for the first time yesterday and I really liked it. This is from Lisa Eldridge. This is the Kitten Lash Mascara. This nice curved brush, so it fits really well and gets all your lashes. So I don't want to do too crazy of a lash, just like enough, you know. And I'm actually not going to do my bottom lashes today. I quite like that sort of sharp line there. I'm really liking this mascara. Just with one coat, it gives you like a very everyday wispy lash, really lengthening, not clumpy at all. But yesterday I built it up a little bit more and you really can build it and make like a clumpier, heavier lash. I always judge a mascara on like how wet the formula is when I first get it. I only ever really like mascaras when they've dried out a little bit, but this already has like quite a dry, sticky texture. So I'm already loving it. Et voila! I just completely missed the thing and that went all over my hand. So I'm just going to fill them in a little bit. As soon as I do a smoky eye, I feel like my brows are just like, bye. This is the Rare Beauty Precision Pencil in Cool Brown. I really, really like this. And just defining a little bit anywhere that's a bit sparse. That literally took like 10 seconds and it just looks so much better. This step I always forget to do. Like day to day, I just don't fill my brows in. I don't know why. Well, I know why. It's because I'm lazy. But I normally just use like a brow gel, like the Sephora one. I love this. Just like a coloured brow gel, but it really does define your face a lot more when you fill them in. I'm just going to pop some little beauty spots in. I love using the Vive Power Ink Liner for this in brown. If you just do it lightly and then pat it in, you get these like really natural looking freckles. Just lips to go and then we're done. I've actually got a brand new lip combo that I'm going to try out for the first time today. These are both from Max Factor. I really like the Max Factor lip liners. I haven't tried the lip glaze yet, but I feel like this colour will be really nice with it. So I line my lips with the shade 020 Warm Brown. I don't really know what to do with this spot. I think I'm just going to like line around it and kind of hope for the best. So It's one of them like proper eye waterers. The second I touch it, my eyes are like, uh-oh. Probably should have not put makeup on that today in hindsight, but here we are. That's a really nice colour actually. Not as brown as I was expecting, but I really like that. Slightly overline this other side as well, just to like even that out. These are literally the best affordable lip liners ever. I'm going to blend that in slightly. I'm not sure how pigmented the gloss is. This is the lip glaze. Oh, plumping lip gloss. Is that a good idea? Honestly, do we need that? Not really, but I've decided I'm using it now. And this is the shade Guava Flare. I haven't actually even swatched this, but from what I can see, it looks like a nice nudie shade. So pop it on. Oh, I love that. Oh my god. That's so nice. I just know someone's going to say, you shouldn't be putting that in your spot and putting it back in the thing, but I actually know that. I'm aware of that, but I'm going to do it anyway. It's like the perfect light, peachy, glossy nude. The most gorgeous new perfume as well that I just have to wear today. It's the new Alien from Mugler. This is the Hyper Sense. Slightly different bottle. It's got these like orangey warm tones to it. So nice. It's got that same like Alien scent to it, but there's something a little bit fresher to it. Sometimes I find Alien a bit... Woo! This is like slightly fresher, slightly warmer. Feels more like springy to me. I think that is the finished... Is it raining? I went too hard about it being the first day of spring. It's raining. One of my favourite looks ever. I feel like I say this about everything, but this really is. This really is. This is my like... I feel like if I had one makeup look that was me, it would be this. Oh, that skin as well. Oh, I love it. There we go. That is the finished look for today's video. Thank you so much for being here, as always. Everything I've used will be linked in the description box down below. Hope you have a beautiful rest of the day wherever you are, and I will see you all very soon. Love you.